Do you know what's better than getting a dividend payment from a stock that you hold? Getting a monthly dividend payment from a stock that you hold. I don't always focus on companies that give a monthly dividend, but I understand why people like them so much. Because money is just as much psychological as it is math. It feels good to know you have a steady income stream coming in every month. It makes it easier to plan, it makes it easier to see the progress that you're making because you can literally include it in your monthly budget. All those things make it easier to stay engaged and excited about investing to help you keep going with it. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the top 4 monthly dividend stocks to help you earn income right now. All 4 stocks happen to be REITs, which are real estate investment trusts, and in my opinion, are currently at attractive prices with nice dividend yields. All right, enough talk. Let's get to the stocks. And number 4 on this list, believe it or not, is Apple.
But there is one more thing.
No, not that Apple. Number 4, Apple Hospitality REIT. Apple Hospitality REIT is a real estate investment trust that invests in income-producing real estate, primarily in upscale service hotels. All the company's hotels operate under the Marriott, Hilton, or Hyatt brands. Apple Hospitality REIT currently has a dividend yield of 5.84% and a funds from operation payout ratio of 35.51%. So you would think with a recession either coming or continuing, depending on your point of view, that hotel and travel is an area that you might worry about. Travel demand has been increasing ever since everything happened in 2020, and the company actually had to cut their dividend and go quarterly with their dividend back during the pandemic days. But since March 2022, they're back to monthly. They have a strong payout ratio and good free cash flow. And the company just announced last week that they were going to increase their dividend, and with their strong financials, I think it's something that they should be able to continue to do. So obviously, hotel and travel may see some headwinds in a recession, but because they have some of the top brand names in the industry, like Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt, I think they should be able to withstand it better than most. Overall, the reason I like this stock is because of the long-term potential, and the low payout ratio means that they should be able to withstand any prolonged issues related to travel spending in the short term. Number 3, EPR Properties. EPR Properties is a real estate investment trust that leases experiential properties in the United States and Canada. The company portfolio consists of properties like Topgolf, AMC movie theaters, theme parks, ski resorts, and gaming. EPR Properties currently has a dividend yield of 8.84% and a funds from operations payout ratio of 72.36%. So EPR is an interesting one because if you think about the type of properties that they have, it's things like Topgolf and ski resorts and theme parks. And you would think if we get into like a long recession where people just don't have money to spend, that those things will be hit pretty hard. And they might. These type of experiences are the things that you want to go do with your family. So even if you don't have as much money to spend, maybe you won't go to the movies as much, but you may still want to go to Topgolf. You may still want to go to that theme park to have kind of a day of normalcy when you can afford it. And if you look at EPR as a company, they're one that was showing very good growth pre-pandemic. Now, obviously they got hit extremely hard with that because the nature of their business is to have people out and about and going to places. But they're looking to get back to their pre-pandemic growth as things get back to normal. So there might be a little bit more risk for this one than the others on the list, but I think the combination of the type of experiences they have given them a competitive advantage, and the current price and dividend yield of the stock being as attractive as it's been since pre-pandemic is why I put it at number 3. Number 2, STAG Industrial. STAG Industrial is a real estate investment trust primarily involved in the acquisition and operation of single-tenant industrial properties throughout the United States. The majority of the company's portfolio is comprised of warehouse and distribution buildings. STAG Industrial's largest customers include air freight and logistics, automotive, and industrial equipment companies. STAG Industrial has a dividend yield of 5.15%, a funds from operations payout ratio of 66.84%. So STAG owns properties like warehouses and distribution centers, and as e-commerce continues to grow, those things are going to continue to be in demand. Even if we go through a prolonged recession, it shouldn't be something that dips too much, and over the long term, it's going to be a growth area. What STAG has done really well is diversify their tenant base. So when you're investing in a company for a steady income stream, when they diversify their revenue streams, that's a great thing. So for example, Amazon is their largest tenant, but it only makes up about 3.1% of their average base rent. Trading at under $30 a share right now, STAG is a stock with a 5% plus dividend yield and a really solid business that should perform well over the long term. Number 1, Realty Income. Realty Income is a real estate investment trust consisting of over 11,000 properties, primarily leased to retail and industrial clients. Known as the monthly dividend company, their portfolio consists of agreements with major brands such as Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, 7-Eleven, and many more. Realty Income has a dividend yield of 5.16% and a funds from operations payout ratio of 73.97%. Realty Income is just a monthly dividend beast. I mean, they have such a high quality portfolio and it's diversified across a lot of industries. So even if we get into a full-blown recession, for them, I think the impact is likely going to be temporary. They're a dividend aristocrat, which means that they've paid and increased their dividend for 25 straight years. In their case, it's 28 straight years. So you know the dividend is likely solid. At these prices, Realty Income to me is very attractive. And because they put such a high priority on the dividend, you know it's going to be a good income generator over the long term. Okay, these stocks all sound great, but if you're wondering how you can estimate how much monthly income you can get from them, we're going to go through an example. Multiply the dividend yield by the amount of money you plan to invest in the stock. What that gives you is the annual dividend you should expect to receive. Now simply take that number and divide by 12. So for example, if you plan to invest $5,000 into Realty Income, you're looking at $21 a month in monthly dividends. I know you might look at that and say, wait, I got to give up $5,000 in order to get $20 a month. Is that even worth it? But the point is, you're not doing anything for that income and it grows over time. Ultimately, investing is about putting your money into an ownership stake in a company and that company doing all the work and giving you a slice of it. It's how you put your money to work, and over a long period of time, it'll continue to grow. I hope this video helped and you guys got some value out of it. If you're looking for ways to earn even more money to invest, click on this video right here where I talk about the top 5 ways to earn more money this year. Appreciate you guys sticking around for the end. Have a great day out there. Keep stacking those wins for your family, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.